Well,
Okay, you wanna start, or I always cut you off, I feel like, but say you want to go question. Go ahead, Seth and Mike.
Ron, you've retained most of your core here as well as a lot of supplemental pieces. That's the group that hasn't won a playoff series for 4 years. What gives you the faith that this group can get over that hump and get to that ultimate goal that this franchise building has?
Well, we always say winning the first round is typically the hardest. I think if you look at the last 2 years, I think it gives us faith that this group still has hockey left in them and still has a chance to do impressive things. So that was part of the decision. You look at again, I've said this a few times, you guys might get tired, but you look at the Islanders series 2 years ago, you look at the Rangers series this year, we very well could have won either of those series. Personally, I think we should have won. Obviously, matter of opinion, but so that gives us the belief that we can still be very competitive in this league and do special things. These guys too, like these guys are special players. These are generational players. These aren't really good hockey players. These are generational players that make people better. So we still feel like we're in the mix of the top teams in the league.
Mike?
Denny Malkin, you expressed a desire to test free agency, then you guys came to this agreement on the 11th hour. Just where did things change, or how did you get that final hurdle cleared to get him signed?
I don't really know, to be honest. That's more of a question for Gino, and I'm serious. Like we had very amicable negotiations all along, and we found a middle ground where we both were happy with, and to get Gino under contract, like we couldn't be happier. I think he helped us out in terms of the cap number, which we needed to keep low. We talked about that right from the start, and we stretched out to help him out. So it was one of those deals that worked both ways, and we couldn't be more thrilled to have him back under contract and have him finish his career as a Penguin.
Okay.
Ron, after signing Jan Ruda today, you guys currently have 9 defensemen under contract. Is it safe to assume that one of those guys is going to be on their way out?
Well, we're certainly not going to have 9 on an opening roster, so yeah, that's a fair assumption. I don't know where that's all going. Sometimes you sit down and wait till something moves before you sign a guy, but we felt like we wanted to get a little bit heavier on the back end. We feel Jan is a very good penalty killer, a real solid guy to play with really any left-hander on our team. So we feel like it's a good addition to our team, and we feel like we got better and kind of added a little bit of the girth that we feel like we need in front of the net and penalty killing situations. So we like the ad, and as far as the 9D, I'm not exactly sure where I'll end up.
Taylor?
Where do you say things stand with Kasperi Kapanen right now, and how confident are you that something gets done before that reaches arbitration?
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get something done. I mean, whether they'll file, I don't know where it's headed right now, but typically both sides have a range where you're going to be. So we're pretty comfortable with the range that we believe we'll be in, and I spoke with the agent briefly at the draft there, so I don't think Cappy's going to be a problem.
Dan?
Ron, you said that Evgeny stretched out for the AAV. In 4 years, you could conceivably have like $12 million of dead money. How risky is that for your team?
Well, I think all deals are risky. That's just reality, and we have a marketplace, and we gotta make deals within our marketplace. So our number one objective was to keep our cap numbers down on those guys, so we can surround them with other pieces instead of having to get rid of other pieces to be below the cap. So we sacrificed a little bit, they sacrificed a little bit, we came to an agreement. They both in the end wanted to be Pittsburgh Penguins, and again, we couldn't be more thrilled. I think when you look at 3 guys, top players in the league of all time, that have played together for 16 years and hopefully can stretch it now to who knows how many years, 20 years, whatever, like that's pretty special. I mean, just having 3 guys who play together for that long, but having 3 guys of that magnitude, it's pretty special. So, I mean, quite honestly, I feel fortunate to just catch the tail end of their careers and see how great they all are as players and teammates, and I think as Gino said, brothers. So it's pretty cool.
Matt?
You've got a lot of work done already, including a few moves today. What's left for the team to accomplish here the rest of the offseason? Like, what else is on your agenda to get done?
Well, I think someone mentioned we had 9 defensemen. That's a couple too many, but we'll, you know, if we could move a defenseman maybe for a forward, something like that, if we could move a defenseman for futures, those are the types of things that we'll be looking at. I don't know, when or where, once you get through free agency, the dust kind of settles and then everybody knows exactly what they have, so sometimes it's easier to make moves. So we'll see what comes along in the next month or so, and we'll make moves when we see the time appropriate.